Hello there. Welcome. Today, day 23. It's just so amazing. Incredibly in awe of how somewhere in the middle of all this, it's like we're like rowing along, and it's like, and then suddenly, and then it's almost over. It's incredible. So those of you who've committed to this, amazing. Some of you have done this connect for the first time, all 23 days, and some of you have done all of them. Which I just think is incredible. I'm in the process of organizing the next one. That's the next one, deep. I'm so excited. So excited. So great. Come land on your back and let's move. Great. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. Your arms can be long beside you, or you can bring your hands to your belly. And then just pull your lower back down and flatten into the floor and arch and deepen into your belly. So, how are you today? When I first started moving this morning, I was gardening yesterday, and also I went for the first run since I broke my leg. And so I had an incredible amount of groaniness going on in my body. And it was just so amazing just to feel the wellness and the health and the groaniness. And it was just glorious. So arching and flattening. Nice. One more time. Arching and flattening. Nice. Drop your knees from side to side. And as you go, just feel the song of you this morning. You can have your arms straight out to the sides if you wish. And just hear the cacophony of sensations. And your body speaks in sensations. It's telling you loads of different things right now. What is that? What are these random sensations telling you about the way you are moving in your body right now, or what you did yesterday? Come all the way back to center. You can keep your arms wide or bring them inside towards you, and then roll up along your spine, and then roll down until your bum lands on the floor. And as you roll, just really start to enjoy the fact that you don't have to change anything about you. You don't have to become anything other than how you are. You can be totally you and move in this class. And the secret or the trick is listen to your sensations and do the version that expresses your wellness. And actually, it kind of makes my heart really deeply connected when I think of that thing where I'm not asking any of you to change. Be who and how you are. And yeah, how awesome. Because I'm just going to be who and how I am. So great. So squeeze your right knee up onto your chest. Squeeze it in. Really settling in. And then lower your foot down. And then squeeze your left knee in. Hug it down towards you. And lowering down. Great. So draw your right knee up onto your chest. Nice. And then slowly lift the left foot off the floor. Cool. And then draw the left knee up towards your chest and let your right foot float just above the floor. So your left knee is pulling up towards you and your right toe is just touching the floor. Change. Both knees towards you. Lower the left foot down until it's almost touching the floor. And then both knees squeezing up, lower the right foot down until it's almost touching the floor. So to go to the next level, either stay where you are or begin to lengthen to whatever point feels like wellness out through the left leg. But right knee is squeezing up towards you. Your arms are free and they're not doing anything. And then change. Both knees up towards you, engage, and then stretch whatever distance it goes out the right leg. So begin to change. Both knees up. Lengthen the left leg. Both knees up. Lengthen the right leg. So you're lengthening to your point of wellness. There's no external expectation of what it should look like. Lengthening the left leg, back up, and then lengthening the right leg. So stay there, or both knees up towards you, straighten the right leg, and then lengthen out the left leg till it floats out to wherever it goes. Both knees up towards your chest, stretch the left leg, and reach the right leg long. Both knees towards you. Stretch the right leg, reach the left leg long. Both knees bending. Stretch the left leg, reach the right leg long. Nice. And come all the way back. Squeeze your knees close up towards you. Push your elbows into the floor and rock from side to side. And as you go, notice the connection of your whole body as you rock your knees from side to side. So there's something happening in the opposite arm as you twist. So engage the opposite arm a little bit more. Feel how your shoulders and your rib cage are stabilizing your body. Just notice you're not doing anything forced. You're just trying to almost uncover the natural connection that's in you. Allow it to express itself a little bit more. It's like, I am connected, and all I have to do is listen to hear that connection. And you hear that connection in the sensations that emerge, in the movement of the muscles, the engagement of the tissues, the sensations of movement, connection, stretch, contraction. Okay? And then come back up to center. Reach both arms straight up towards the ceiling. So this is now going to be a full body movement, and you're going to try and find your edges. So draw your knees over towards the right, and at the same time, reach your fingers over towards the left, but find the sweet spot where you feel your fingers are reaching into something really incredibly vital. And then come back to center. This is the zombie twist. And then reaching your fingers towards the right, draw your knees down towards the left. And as you glide from side to side, begin to play with that moment at the end. And so as your knees travel 1 centimeter more, your arm has to reach a little bit more to counterweight what you're doing. So you're just counterweighting by reaching, and you feel your whole body is connecting right now. There is very little that's not included in this movement. So you're connecting your arms by reaching in the opposite direction from your knees. And there's an extra bit of reach because you're almost going to fall. And then you come back and you're almost going to fall. And you come back. Nice. So drop your right arm overhead till it rests on the floor. Draw your knees over to a 45-degree angle approximately. And then reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. And then, so you're balancing on the right side of your body. Your right arm is long. I'm resting on my right shoulder, my right hip, and the left side of the body is totally off the floor. And so stay there if that feels like it's hard, enough work right now, or begin to move your knees up and down towards you. So how do you balance here? Like, how far down can your knees move? How far up can your knees move? And you're all the time reaching into that left hand and stabilizing with your right shoulder, right hip. How do you connect, all of you right now? Nice. Land onto the floor with your back. Drop the left arm overhead. Reach your right arm straight up towards the ceiling. Draw your knees over to a 45-degree angle, approximately, and then reach your right shoulder off the floor. So there's nothing of my right side on the floor. And my head is center, my neck is relaxed. Stay here, because already this is stabilizing. You're really working into your abdominal muscles and your rib cage. Or begin to move your knees up and down. And try and keep your knees and your feet together, perhaps. See what that does, or not, you know. Maybe there's some reason why keeping your knees wide really helps you work this out. One more time. Come all the way back to center. Bring your feet to the floor. Put your arms anywhere you like. And then just drop your knees from side to side. That zombie twist is quite nice. I like it. Just rocking one side, other side. Nice. And then roll all the way over and come land on the floor on your hands and knees. So hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, and then just arching your back and then rounding your back. Push your hands really firmly down. So just listen. Like, how do your hands help you? So we're going to do a movement in a while, and we'll really feel how much the push of our hands, because here it's not really obvious that our hands are pushing. So come to neutral. And then only your right shoulder. Draw a circle with your right shoulder. And so for me, suddenly I really feel how I push so deeply into the floor as I draw my shoulder away from my ears. I'm like, wow, there's such a push. My left shoulder is really trying to do nothing. It's just relaxing. So how much can you relax your left shoulder as you roll the right, and then roll in the other direction? As you roll, just feel the way your body wants to help you. So for me, my rib cage is moving, my head is moving, my whole torso is trying to help my shoulder. Nice, other side. So draw a circle with your left shoulder. For me, this is my less organized shoulder, not as strong shoulder. And so it's really wonderful, but I feel like there isn't the same grab into the tissues on this one. Just feel that for you. Is this your connected shoulder or your slightly less connected shoulder? Roll in the other direction. So you don't let your strong shoulder help. I just realized that my strong shoulder was doing loads of work. So let only your left shoulder work. Oh, nice. Just pause for a moment. Cool. So from here, drop your right elbow down to the floor. So just let it drop down. Your hands are still in the same place. And then round your back into a cat. And then arching. And you're trying to keep your left arm as straight as feels like wellness. Rounding your back and arching your back. So your spine is at a really different position. Rounding your back and arching. Nice. Straighten both arms. Drop your left elbow down. Trying to keep your right arm as straight as feels comfortable. Rounding your back. Arching your back. Rounding your back. Arching your back. One more time. Rounding your back. And arching. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Now you're going to do the normal one. Rounding, and feel how much connection you have into your arms and your hands. So really exaggerate your arm movements as you do this now. Really feel the push and then the pulling back and the deep arching. Push and arching. Nice. Walk your hands one handprint forward. Come up onto your fingertips and sit your bum back towards your heels. But my head hasn't dropped. I'm doing turbo boosters into my fingers and hips. I'm trying to get long. Nice. Slide your hands back, push back into your downward dog, and just find a sense of stillness there. Give priority to your spine. So pushing down into your hands, lengthen through the spine, and maybe your knees are a little bit bent, or maybe they're lengthening, or maybe they're straight. Nice. And then drop both knees to the floor. Well, my clock has turned off. I'm just gonna... There you go. Great. Super duper. So come kneel on your mat. So you're kneeling upright and you're in the middle of your mat with mat either side of you. And then, so we're going to lean over towards the left and bring your left hand down so it's in line with your left knee and way at the end of your mat, and then stretch your right leg long. So I'm sideways on my body and my left hand is not directly under my shoulder. It's a little bit further away. So just make sure that it's a little bit further than what you think. So bring your right hand to your hip and just draw your chest and look forward with your body. Nice. And then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Nice. And then reach your right arm overhead and create a sense of stretch. So for me, automatically, I want to point into my toes a little bit and I straighten through my leg. I push my hips forward. And then we're going to slowly move. So bring your torso and your right hand forward until it sweeps towards your right foot. So I've bent over that left thigh and my fingers are touching down towards my right foot. And then slowly feel the gliding back, and then lean as far back as you need to feel the whole right side of your body. And then slowly gliding forward, bringing your fingers down towards your toes in that direction. Remember that? And then slowly gliding back and feel your whole body. Nice. And again, like, what is the whole of you? Like, how are the toes on your left foot helping you? It's amazing how much attention and care they're trying to help me with. Nice. Reaching long, just pausing there. Maybe lift your toe off the floor if you wish to stretch a little bit more into your toes, into your foot. Nice. Bend your right knee. Come back to center. And just rise up, roll your shoulders, big circles. And then in the other direction. Nice, other side. So reach your right hand straight out from your right knee and make sure that it's not directly down, it's a little bit more forward. And then reach your left leg long and your toes are on the floor. Bring your left hand to your hip. Leave your right hand where it is. And then just get long. Reach the left hand up towards the ceiling and then reach your left arm over your ear. So compare this feeling here. So this is a contrived connection. So we're saying, oh, I'm reaching into my foot, I'm reaching into my hand, but I haven't created really any connection. So feel this, go, this is interesting. And then feel it in a moment when we create the connection. So reaching forward towards your left foot. And then swing back with your left hand and lean as far as you need to. And suddenly now I'm like, cha-ching! I can feel my left side utterly connected. It's like an amazing elastic band. And then slowly gliding forward. Bring your hand towards your left foot. And then gliding back. And just find your whole left side. And again, gliding forward. And then gliding back. Whole of your left side. Just pause there for a moment. You can lift your toes off the floor or keep them where they are. And just feel the long of you, the yum of you, the connections of you. Nice. Lower your foot to the floor, gliding forward. Bring both knees together. And so we're in the beginning of Mermaid again. So glide both feet over towards the right. And then walk your hands back and drop down onto your bum on the left side. And then swing, rotate that right thigh so that you come into a cross-legged position, whatever position that is for you. So your knees could be high, your feet can be more forward. And then push a little bit into your feet and sit up tall. Nice. And then pull your right elbow back and twist towards the right, looking deeply over your shoulder. Nice. And then tuck your chin in and look down towards your right hip. And imagine you can bring your nose a little bit lower down towards your hip. And then lengthen long, push into your feet, get really tall. Nice, release. Spiral, rotate that right thigh, both feet together into Mermaid. Use your hands, walk yourself forward. Swing your feet to the left, walk your hands back, whatever way you need to. Rotate, spin that left thigh, cross-legged position. You can help it with your hands if you need to, but be careful when you're helping because your leg isn't doing it itself. Sitting up tall and then twist towards the left, holding onto your left knee with your right hand, sit up really tall. Push down into your feet a little bit. That whole body connection comes from your feet to find your up. Up is it's like that energy that sunflowers have, geotropism, which is where that they rise towards the sun. There's this I think it's crazy really what sunflowers do, what everything does. They have this incredible axial levitation, and they rise against gravity. So feel that. You push down into the soil, into the earth beneath you, and rise through your spine. And then come back to center. Drop your nose down, just round your back a little bit. And then rise again. Super cool. So you can stretch your legs out long, or you can come into your cross-legged position, whichever one is comfortable for you, and bring your hands to your chest. And just hear your heart. And actually really try and be here. Not this is the thing we do every morning. Oh, I've got to get my list. I'm going to run off now and do the stop, pause, and just be present. I know we always do it, but we've never been here before. Slowly turn your head. Notice that shiny thing, or a dog. And then turn your head and notice a shiny thing, or something you love. And back to center. And then, what are you grateful for? Practice of gratitude can change your life. There's all these TED Talks about it, that cultivating gratitude starts to change truly how you perceive the world around you. You start to look at the glass half full rather than the glass half empty. Or even just that, wow, I have a glass. So either lying on the floor or sitting here and just being with all the wellness of you. Nice. And then stretching long. And just find your yawning stretch. This is called a pandiculation. And then in your own time, whatever way you do, off you go into your day. I got a text yesterday to say that when I tell people to go off and go forth and be awesome, that they feel like warriors in their day. Great. I feel great in my day too. So I shall see you all tomorrow. Dun, dun, dun. Ciao.